Hey, this is Ricky Wolf and welcome to this video. In this video, I will show you the step-by-step guide on how you can use Zoom as your virtual roundtable platform. For the ones who are new to this channel, we post videos about B2B marketing tips. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to this channel. For the people who don't know, Zoom is a video conferencing platform and you can also use it to set up webinars through Zoom. Virtual roundtables are a great way to facilitate decision-maker lead generation. We use virtual roundtable discussions as inspiration sessions, and in each virtual roundtable discussion we invite partners who are subject experts, and we also invite customers. This really makes the experience much more valuable for your prospects, and this is exactly what you want to achieve. I've also made a video about how to host a virtual roundtable discussion from start to finish, including promotion and following up. I will leave a link down in the description if you're interested. So why is Zoom a great virtual roundtable platform? We did the research, and the ideal audience size of a virtual roundtable discussion is between 8 and 10 prospects. So the full audience size of a virtual roundtable will be pretty small, and Zoom currently has a market share of 42.8% in America. This means it's likely that your company is already using Zoom. With virtual roundtable discussions, Zoom is perfect. Everyone can turn on the camera, so you have the ability to see everyone, you have the ability to ask polls, and there's some great moderation tools available. Anyway, let's dive right into Zoom and I'll show you how to set it up. So this is the backend of Zoom. So when you first dive into Zoom, this is what you see. So here you have a list of all your meetings and your ideas. You're probably familiar with this. In order to set up a roundtable discussion, you can actually just set up a meeting, but you have to change some settings. So I'll show you how to do it. So just click on schedule a new meeting and enter a title. So I'll go for virtual roundtable discussion. It's already there with a typo. You can enter a description if you want, and here's just the time of the roundtable discussion. So set the time that you're going to start your roundtable discussion. I'll just leave it as is for now, but you can change it of course. And actually we did some research. The ideal time for virtual roundtable discussions is between 1 hour and 1.5 hours. So pick what you want. I'm just going to keep it at 1 hour for now, just for demonstration purposes. Then you want to check this box, so registration required. This just means that people have to fill in their name, the email address, and this is just better if you want to sync the data back to your marketing automation system, and it just helps you to get all the data of your attendees. So then meeting ID generate automatically. I would always do this for a meeting, so every meeting ID is different, so then no one can hijack your meeting, for example. Meeting passwords, this is automatically generated, so just leave it as is. For video, go ahead and select on for both the host and for the participant. And for audio, you can just select both, so that people can dial in or they can use the internet audio, whatever their preference is. Meeting options. Enable join before host. You want to turn this off. The reason why is because you don't want people in your Zoom meeting when you're not there, because you need to be the first person there so you can welcome people, so you can change some settings, so you don't want other people to be there before you. Mute participants upon entry, leave this checked. Enable waiting room, leave this checked as well. So this means you have to admit people into your meeting, so they just can't log in and be in your meeting. You have to approve them to come in. Go ahead and select only authenticated users can join. Breakout room pre-assigned. So this is optional, but I suggest this for a certain type of roundtable discussions. So let's say your roundtable discussion is a little bit bigger. So let's say with 10 to 15 participants. You probably want to divide the group, right? Because the point of a roundtable discussion is that you have a lot of interactivity, right? You want people to discuss about dilemmas, about topic points. So with this option, you can create breakout rooms, which basically means you can divide the group, put one half in one group and put one half in the other group. Then of course you need to have 2 moderators that can moderate each group. So to create a breakout room, just click on create rooms. On the top here, click on the plus, rename it, room 1, and then at the participants you can actually type in an email address here. So when people have registered for the event, of course you have their email address, and then you can pre-assign which people are going to be in which room depending on their email address. So if there's companies that are in the same vertical or in the same, that have the same pain points that they want to discuss, you can already pre-assign this. I always recommend doing this because then you don't have the hassle of doing this while the event is live. You always want to do this before the event. So to create another room, just click on the plus icon and then click create room 2. If you have a big list, but for a virtual roundtable discussion you probably don't, but if you do, you can click on import from CSV and you can import email addresses that way. So once the rooms are created, click on save. Record the meeting automatically, you want to have this checked and in the cloud. When it comes to alternative hosts, always have an alternative host, because if you're sick, if you have technical issues, you don't want that to be an issue, right? So always have a colleague or maybe the moderator of the virtual roundtable discussion as alternative host. So just go ahead and type in the email address of your colleague here, and that sorts that out. Just click on save. This creates the meeting, so actually a lot of it is already set up, but you just want to change a few settings here and there. So let's have a look. First, if you want to create a poll, this is possible. So just click on poll, click on add, just type in a title for the poll. So poll title question: are you liking this video so far? Yes, no. So of course you have the option to have single choice or multiple choice. I usually go for single choice questions, but it's up to you. And then just click save when you're done creating your poll. Then go to email settings, because probably you're using a marketing automation system. You have a landing page, people register on your landing page, and then you don't want Zoom to also send confirmation emails to your participants. So when people have registered for your roundtable discussion on your landing page, you want to send a confirmation email through your marketing automation system. So what you have to do is actually turn off this functionality on Zoom. So like I said, this means that Zoom is not going to send any emails, any confirmation emails to your participants. So to do that, just click on edit here, and then click on send confirmation email to registrants and just uncheck that and click on save. So this means then they will only get a confirmation email from your marketing automation system, which of course you can include your own branding, and it's just much better. Then registration. So at the registration options, now it says automatically approved. This is something you want to disable. So go ahead and click on edit. Click on manually approve, which means the organizer must approve registrants before they receive information on how to join the meeting. So this basically means that not everyone can join your virtual roundtable discussion. You have to approve them. Of course, your virtual roundtable discussion is going to include decision maker level people, and usually virtual roundtable discussions are based on personal invitations, so you don't want anyone to be automatically approved for this session. If you want to include branding, you can add a banner, you can add a logo. I usually don't do this, I just usually go for the stock layout, but it's up to you. And basically that's how you set up a virtual roundtable discussion through Zoom. So again, a virtual roundtable discussion, it's pretty straightforward. There's not so many people. With Zoom you have the functionality to see each other, so that's very nice. And if this was useful for you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel. I would really appreciate it. That wraps up this video for today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.